I'm basically just going to ride pretty slowly today. I'm not going to take any risks. But yeah, hello. I don't even know what the time is. I think it's like 6:15, 6:30 on New Year's Eve. I honestly can't even believe we're nearly at the end of 2025 already. It's just actually kind of crazy, to be honest. Truly don't know what happened to the time this year. I feel like I say it every year, like this year just went so fast. But even like I look back at photos and stuff of stuff I was doing at the start of the year and end of last year, like that feels so long ago, but it also doesn't. I don't know, there must be a word for that. It's a really bizarre feeling. Yeah, I guess I can kind of just reflect on my year a little bit today. This is probably the best time to do it. I've kind of been doing it all week, really, just thinking about what I've done this year, what I've achieved, what I haven't achieved, what I thought I might achieve. And my main goal for this year was to establish routine. Towards the end of last year, where I was doing lots of traveling, I wasn't in my own bed. I was just not lost. Lost probably isn't the right word. But I knew I needed routine. And you know what? I think I smashed that. I started gardening, helping my dad with the business. It's difficult now, it's as cold as it is, but it's a really fun learning experience. Like being able to do the work I do. I'm so lucky, to be honest. Like I get to spend half a day outside just cutting grass, cutting trees down. You know, it's fucking cool. Really, really cool. So I'm pretty happy with that. But there's definitely things I didn't achieve this year that I kind of wanted to achieve, or perhaps regressed at. I tried meditation for a bit at the start of the year, particularly in those couple months between when I got back from Southeast Asia and when I went to Japan. I did a bit of meditation there, mainly because I had nothing else to do in my day. So we're in loads of loud cars today. I'd kind of like to get that going again in next year. I think that'd be really nice, because when I did do it, it was great. It really helped clear my mind. And yeah, I think the benefits of meditation is pretty fucking cool. It's kind of just finding the right time, because I used to do meditation like in the morning. I'd do it just like before I started work or whatever, but now I feel like if I had to do it in the morning, I would just end up falling asleep again. Maybe that's because I'm not getting enough sleep, I don't know, but I want to figure that out when, maybe like when I get in from work or before I go to bed. I don't know, I really like the idea of doing it in the morning, because it like really sets you up, puts your mind in the right place. Yeah, you know what? I'll try and do it in the morning. Maybe like once I've had breakfast, I'll stop watching copious amounts of YouTube in the morning. Do a bit of meditation instead once I'm awoken. That's a plan. Yeah. So I did that at the start of the year. I didn't carry it on like I wanted to do, but that's fine, that's fine. Obviously, the stuff that happened in April, I don't really want to go into it too much. I perhaps will at some point in the future. Yeah, that was a pretty big blow to this year, pretty critical point. A short rundown of it was I got scammed out of quite an insane amount of money trying to sell some Solana on what I thought was an exchange. It was a copy of an exchange, and yeah, fucking hell. But I think the way I dealt with it, the way I've moved on and tried to, I mean, it's hard to find positives in it, but I guess the positive I've taken from it is like, I'm still here, I'm still breathing. It's just money. And it really has taught me I guess I've kind of always known myself that like money doesn't really mean too much to me. I'm very happy in my lane that I have at the moment. Like I don't make crazy money. I have a little bit now that I've had a bit of a chance to rebuild myself. It just, I don't know. I feel like you could give me all the money in the world and it wouldn't change the way I live my life right now. And perhaps it will in the future, but I'd like to think not. Maybe once I'm married or have kids or whatever, I don't know. There's no amount of money that would make me think differently or do anything differently, because I'm ultimately happy the way I live right now, and I've always come to the conclusion that that's the right way to think. Not that there is a right or wrong way to think, but that feels right to me. And I think that's going back to that word I said just now, rebuild. As much as I thought 2025 was going to be a continuation of 2024, 2024 was a good year. I made a shitload of money, albeit I know I've just said like it doesn't matter. That really set me up and built like a foundation, not just physically but like mentally. The process of trading up to the numbers I managed to trade to, and just everything mentally about last year. And I went traveling and I saw a bunch of the world. I guess I did a little bit of traveling this year, but oh my goodness, they had their full beams on. Yeah, I mean, obviously I would have liked to have travelled more this year, and then perhaps I would have done if stuff that happened in April wouldn't have happened. But my goal at the start of the year was to always find a routine, and I think I would have struggled doing that if I had been travelling a lot more again this year. So to some extent it's a blessing in disguise, because I achieved my goal. Albeit, I didn't do it in the way I thought I'd be doing it. I thought I would have, I don't know, I guess it's the same every year. Like, you never really are able to envisage exactly the way things ever pan out. Yeah. I mean, all in all, I've had a pretty fun year. I mean, I've been to several countries. I've found my routine. I have a very clear idea of what I want to achieve next year. And so, mentally I've been through a lot this year. But it's all part of the game. I mean, I'm gonna have a good year next year. I have a good feeling. I don't know why, just for some reason. I can't remember who I said it to, and it kind of bugs me. I wonder if, anyway, I remember like in 2022, 2023, maybe I just said it to myself. I always said like 2024 and 2026 are big years, and I can't explain why. I don't know why. And I'm half right so far. 2024 was a big year for me, and I felt like that year set my head on the track that it's currently on right now. I did a lot of growing up in 2024. I worked on my mind a lot, and I guess, yeah, I did last year. I kind of just built off of that. Oh, this year, sorry. 2025. I definitely built on that, but I didn't have any like major breakthroughs. I don't think I really, maybe this will be like one of those years I look back on in a few years and go, oh yeah, that's when that clicked, or that's when that clicked, but I don't know, I just don't feel like I've had a major mental breakthrough this year. And again, like, perhaps I have and I just haven't realised it yet. Perhaps my major breakthrough was in 2023, which is why I had such a positive 2024, but I wouldn't say 2023 was my breakout year. I would say 2024 was, and maybe that's where I am right now. I had a lot of shit happen in 2023. I learnt from it, I built on it, and I grew from it, which is why 2024 was as positive as it was. And I guess the same sort of things happened this year. I've mentally battled with a lot, and yeah, perhaps, I don't know, I just can't explain it. I just have a really good feeling for next year, which is a nice feeling because I went into 2025 without a plan, and I think having a goal, having a plan, something to aim for is one of the most like important things you can do in life. You wouldn't go on like a super long hike without a plan. Well, I guess maybe you would, but depends on the kind of person you are, I guess. Yeah, man. I have a good feeling. I have a very good feeling. But yeah, anyway. My hands are pretty cold. Probably gonna say that the next 67 days in a row. I definitely wrapped up better today. I put thicker shoes on, thicker gloves on, and it's made a bit of a difference, not like a crazy difference. My legs are still completely fucked from my leg day a couple of days ago. I could barely walk this morning, which was interesting. Well, I can still barely walk now. I don't really know why I'm cycling, to be honest. But we're going to the gym, we're doing a back day. I did chest and arms yesterday. I might take a rest day tomorrow, depending on how I feel. I might do an arm day, just something light, just to keep them ticking over, I guess. But yeah, we're doing back today. I'm quite excited, actually. I haven't had a dedicated back day for quite some time, so yeah, should be good, should be good. I've had a bit of a lazy day again today. I mean, I kind of wish I did a little, well, I guess I shouldn't put myself down. Like, I've had a pretty lazy few days, not being at work. I haven't really done anything. But hey, I've been resting. I think I've just sort of been like prepping my head mentally. As I say, like, I've been doing a lot of thinking over the last couple of days, few days. Yeah, I think I'm in a good headspace. There's a few things that are a bit foggy still, and I can't quite put my finger on them, so I would talk about them, but I don't know. I don't actually know what they are. It's a weird feeling to describe. But yeah, going into next year with good vibes, good vibes. Oh, yeah, I can definitely, my hands are frozen again, so these gloves clearly aren't the one. I should have bought my electric hand warmers. That would have been a good idea. I just don't know how they would like fit in my gloves when I'm cycling. I don't know, I feel like it'd be a bit weird. Trying to put my fingers on my palms, warm them up a little bit. The thing is, I want both my hands on my handlebars because it's really, I can't tell if it's icy or not. I don't think it is. I don't want to take any risks, so thankfully these roads I go on to the gym are all gritted, so shouldn't get too icy, but there might be the odd patch here and there, so just gotta be careful, just gotta be careful. But yeah, New Year's Eve, man. I'm going out. I'm going to my friend's house straight after the gym, so that'll be really chill. I don't really know what we're doing. He said we're ordering pizzas and there's plenty to drink and smoke, apparently. So I'm excited. I'm excited. But yeah, we got a gym session to smash through first, so let's do that.